I'd like to talk to you today about why we need to change the world one shopping basket at a time. Why we need to change the world one classroom at a time. Why we need to change the world one flick of a light switch at a time. 20 years ago, in 1992, there was a huge conference in Rio de Janeiro on how to save the world. Governments and large corporations flew to Rio, they talked, they negotiated, they discussed, they compromised days on end on how to save the planet. And then they flew back home again. 20 years later, in 2012, last year, there was the same conference in the same place on the same topic with the same people, or at least the same governments and same corporations, trying to save the same planet. And once again, they talked, negotiated, discussed, and compromised for days on end. Now, these 20 years give us a lovely frame of reference to tell you about what has changed in those 20 years. In 20 years, this planet has grown with 1.5 billion people. In 20 years' time, our GDP per capita grew by 40%. We eat 26% more meat per person. We use 66% more energy. We use 42% more natural resources than 20 years ago, with 40% more CO2 emissions. An interesting fact is that the amount of multilateral environmental agreements has grown by 330% in 20 years. Now, of the 90 goals we set forth in 1992, only 4 had been realized in 2012. This tells me we can no longer wait for governments or large corporations to help us change this planet. We need to act personally. We need to act ourselves. There are 3 things I think we need to do. 1, we need to reconsider. And especially those politicians and large corporations need to be brave enough to reconsider the decisions they took earlier on. Why? Because it is okay to reconsider when the planet around you has changed at the pace that it has. It is okay to reconsider for these politicians. They need to come to terms with the fact that you gain trust when you reconsider. You don't lose face. 2, we need to redesign. We need to redesign products. We need to redesign business models. I think we even need to redesign the whole definition of financial profit. Sustainability is not about taking a step backwards. Sustainability is going forward. It's about beauty, it's about design, it's about innovation, it's about motivation, and most of all, it can be great fun. 3rd, we need to react. All of us need to act personally. We need to act to face the challenge that faces mankind. Mind you, I don't worry about the planet. The planet will be just fine. The planet has seen ice ages, meteorite impacts, dinosaurs come and go. It's mankind I worry about. And we are stupid if we close our eyes and think everything will be okay. I bet the Romans and the Mayas and the people on Easter Island were thinking the same thing once upon a time. We need to act when we're in the supermarket with our shopping basket. Change just 5 things consistently in your supermarket basket. Buy organic bread. Buy organic dairy. Buy less meat, but buy better meat. Or don't go to your supermarket at all. Go to your local farmer's market. Buy seasonal products. Buy local products. I believe that by buying an organic product, you cast a vote for a better world. We need to act personally, because I believe each and every one of us is smart enough, if we stand in front of that supermarket and look at the decisions that we have, whether it's the sustainable one or the unsustainable one. We need to act personally if we complain about the deterioration of our education system. Go to your local school or university and offer to give a free class on your expertise, on your passion. We need to act personally if we nag about the ever-rising energy bills. Do you have solar panels on your roof already? Have you changed all your light bulbs at home and in the office to energy-efficient lighting? I bet not all of us have even switched off all our electronic appliances at home this morning when we left home to go into the BrainTrain. We need to act personally, and we need to act now. And if you think you are too small to make a difference, think about Anita Roddick's quote, the former founder of the Body Shop. She said, if you think you're too small to make a difference, you've probably never shared your sleeping bag with a mosquito. Thank you very much.